We can put points or lines into a 3D representation of a map, and then that shows us where it is with respect to the surface of the Earth or some other features associated with the Earth. In this example here from the USGS, each one of these little sort of beach ball looking things represents an earthquake that occurred in this area here. This is a similar example from Montana, in which each of these pink circles represents an aftershock of a major earthquake that occurred, and the size of those represents how big the aftershock was. So we have several different things going on here. We have this surface grid, which is the topography or the terrain of Montana, and then we have all of these points that are obviously all placed beneath the ground because they're all locations of earthquake epicenters, hypocenters, and so those are shown underneath the ground here. And then this blue plane here is one representation of what the fault plane, which we can see along this red line at the surface here, but extends into the subsurface, where it might actually be located in the subsurface. So we're seeing a combination of a visualization of points in 3D with a surface grid of the terrain, but also with a surface that represents a fault plane. We could also represent lines in 3D. This is underground mining in the area of Butte, Montana, and we can see this is in the Belmont mine, and this level here of the mine was a 2400 level, so that's 2,400 feet below the surface of the Earth. We digitized all of these levels. There were about 52 of these different levels, and we can represent those on a flat map with respect to where these different mines were. And it gives us some indication of how the ore was distributed underneath the ground. But if we wanted to see those levels in 3D, we could actually assign each of those levels to their proper location. And these ones, the levels have been shifted down so that we can see them under the terrain. This is the location of the Berkeley pit here, which is now an open pit copper mine. We can just kind of see the purplish bottom of it here. All of the yellow dots here represent smaller mines where people mined at the surface of the Earth, and the red mine shafts here are the main shafts that went down. And then each one of these levels is showing how the deepest level here, which is down about a mile, basically below the surface, or kind of at sea level after we get down from the elevation of Butte. And each one of these levels is a different mining level. So we're able to position these different lines in 3 dimensions underneath the ground based on how far below the surface of the ground they are.